Happy Easter, buddy. Cooper, what's on your butt? What is that? You have an Easter bunny towel? Oh, you are the cutest. Happy Easter, buddy. Ah.
Happy Easter, everybody. Coming to you live from the Sutphin living room with your Monday workout. We're going to start with a warm-up, 2 rounds, not for time, 10 bear crawls, which is basically 10 steps, if you will. So remember with the bear crawl, hands and feet are flat on the ground, moving one at a time. Hips are above your head. Very good. After that, we're going to do 3 walkouts. Kaylee's going to do a forward fold, crawl those fingers out to the plank position, push up, and then crawl the fingers back towards your feet. We're going to do 3 of those, then 8 pass-throughs. If you have a broom, you can use that. If you happen to grab a PVC from us, you're welcome to use that, of course. Whatever you got, stretch those shoulders out. Then we're going to follow that up with wrist stretch. I'm going to roll those wrists out before we get into our position. Kaylee's on all fours. She's got her fingertips pointed back towards her knees and she's leaning backwards, stretching out the forearms. Awesome. And then 5 power snatches. You can use a PVC, you can use a barbell, you can use a dumbbell, whatever you got. Just warm up that movement. Very good. Awesome. So for our part 2 today, we have, for our barbell option, bench or floor press. We're going to be doing 6 sets of 6 to 10 reps. So if you have a bench at home, use that. We do not. So we're going to be doing floor presses. We're going to have one hand out to the side, feet are flat on the ground. Kaylee's bringing her elbow down to the ground and then pressing that weight up so it's stacked over her shoulder. It's basically a modified bench where you don't bring the weight down quite as far as you would just because your elbow is going to come in contact with the ground. Same thing would go for if you're using a barbell, dumbbell and kettlebell. There's exactly what you just saw. And then if you're doing the body weight option, it's going to be 4 sets of 10 push-ups. Remember to keep your core nice and tight, down, touching our chest to the ground and extending all the way up to the top of that push-up position. Modified option would be from the knees, as Kaylee's demonstrating now. Very good. And for our part 3, regardless of what option you're doing, it's going to be a 10-minute AMRAP. Each of these are going to start with 10 hand-release push-ups. So Kaylee was just doing some push-ups where we don't release our hands. Now, when you come into that bottom position where your chest is in contact with the floor, you're going to pick up your hands and send them forward so that they're no longer in contact with the ground. This is how we ensure that everybody's going all the way down to that floor position. Very good. After the 10 hand-release push-ups, you're going to do 6 hang power snatches. If you're using a dumbbell or a kettlebell, it's going to be 6 on each side. If you're using the barbell, it's going to be 6 total. And for the body weight option, we would use a backpack or whatever you got to do ground to overhead. All right. Very good. Keep that back nice and flat. Right on. And for a little added wrinkle, every 2 rounds, after you complete 2 rounds of the 10 hand release push-ups and 6 hang power snatches, you're going to complete 15 deadlifts if you're doing the barbell option. If you're doing the dumbbell or kettlebell option, it's going to be 15 sumo deadlift high pulls. So that's where the weight is between our legs. We're going to grab the weight, standing up and exploding, bending the elbows and pulling it up towards our chin. Very good. And for our body weight option, it would be 30 glute bridges after you complete every 2 rounds. So you're maintaining the whole format of the AMRAP, except every 2 rounds you're going to break and either do 15 deadlifts, 15 sumo deadlift high pulls, or 30 glute bridges, and then go right back to the 10 hand release push-ups and the 6 hang power snatches. Have fun, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.